Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Fatihah binti Rahman. My metric number is 049334. And the last 2 weeks, I did my Microteaching. So there are a total of 9 questions that I need to answer to reflect on my Microteaching. So the first one is, how do you feel about the lesson? I think my lesson was doable. The task or the activity in the lesson was not hard to conduct, and students are able to carry out the task given the instruction clearly very well. So another question is, do you think the objectives were achieved? Yes, the objective, all 2 objectives were achieved, because I could notice that the students can use the grammar unit that was taught by me, in the correct context. And what could you have done differently? In my opinion, I think especially in the presentation part, I feel like the instructions given was not very well. There was a bit confusion. Students were a bit confused on how to use the grammar, but towards the end, everything can be understood well. And another question would be, what do you think your strengths were in this lesson? In my opinion, it was the activities. Activities were fun and interesting, especially during set induction and practice, because during set induction, I conducted a classroom ghost. The activity was called classroom ghost. So students have to take notice of things that were moved by the classroom ghost using the proposition. The proposition was the grammar unit being taught. And what do you think you need to work on? I think I need to work on more on the worksheets, because there was like minor mistakes in the worksheet. Like for example, during production, I gave out 2 tasks, and with Miss Azikin's comment, and as well as my other classmates, they think that the task was a bit too much, because I gave 2 tasks. One is the circle out the preposition, another one was create sentences, write sentences using the preposition thought. So it was a bit too much for year 5 students. So I think for the next Microteaching, maybe that task could be lessened. And the third last, what do you think you need help with? I think coming up with interesting activities for the students, because as pre-service teachers, no, as student teachers to be, I'm not creative enough to create a classroom activity that could like grasp the students' attention, and that could pique their interest. But yeah, I think I need to work on that. The second last, what are some additional or alternative strategies that you could have used? I think I could have used more AVA, for example, videos or audios, because I did not integrate those 2 elements, those 2 AVA in my Microteaching. So to make it interesting, like I said, because I want to grasp the students' attention, I need to use video and audio. And the last questions would be, why did you react the way you did in that situation? Okay, for example, if my students ask questions, ask like, why why do they need to use a particular prepositions in the particular context? It's because that is how it is being taught, and that is how it is, you know. And I need to explain to them clearly so they would not get confused. And so at the end of the day, the students are able to use the prepositions correctly. So I think that is all for the nine questions. And yeah, thank you.